Proving he's one of the brightest cricket prospects in the country, the Hunters' Jason Sanger has been signed to a new 3-year contract with the Sydney Thunder. The 19-year-old has progressed from being a community rookie to a foundation scholarship player, fully fledged member of the Big Bash squad. The Thunder start campaign against the Melbourne Stars on December 21. Chad Reed continues his whirlwind visit to the Southern Hemisphere, heading to New Zealand for the final round of the Oceania Supercross Championships. We caught up with the Curry rider before he headed across the ditch. He rarely gets to compete at home these days, but Reed gave his Aussie fans plenty to cheer about at Cessnock at the Postie Bike Grand Prix. And 2 weeks ago at the AusX Open.
Reed set to take it out for Australia. Checkered flag on display.
The 36-year-old is confident he'll be a contender in New Zealand after having plenty of problems with the surface in Sydney.
I think I had pace, the riding was fine, fitness felt fine, but I think New Zealand, when we go over there, the dirt will be quite different, a little bit more used to what I'm used to, and just get some more gate drops, and really the ultimate goal is to be ready for Anaheim in January.
At this stage, Reed doesn't have a deal lined up for the American Supercross season, but that doesn't mean he's contemplating retirement. And even when he finishes with dirt bikes, he won't be lost to motorsport.
I'd love to step into something, I'm not a guy that really wants to retire and, go sit on the beach or, sit on 100 acres or whatever, I want to be in and amongst it.
To prove his point, the former world champ will try his hand at another form of competition in Italy in December.
I'm actually doing the Monza rally in a rally car, so it'll be my first, not my first four-wheel race, but my first rally car event, and so that should be fun. Got to do a test, and test went well.
I'm sure he'll have no troubles adjusting.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Stay with us, Gav has the latest on our wild weather next.
When something's special, you want to protect it. Cabot's makes it last.
If you're too busy to shop in store at Officeworks, shop online and choose Click and Collect. If your product is in stock at your preferred store, you can pick it up within just 2 hours. It should be called Quick and Collect.
Harvey Norman, amazing deals. Super savings store-wide, plus 16 months interest-free. No deposit, no interest with 60 equal monthly payments until November 2023. This is your call to action. Get in quick to score a knockout deal. Super hot prices, massive range, all the big brands, everything you want and need under one roof. Plus 16 months interest-free. Get in store or get online. We make it easy this Christmas. Amazing deals. Super savings, now at Harvey Norman. Be quick before they're gone.
It's back! The famous Coles finest luxury gingerbread and butterscotch sponge pudding. Now just $9 each. And this week, all Coles finest puddings are 25% off. I want to lick the plate. Good things are happening at Coles.
Dodo, we don't think you should waste your money on the things you need. You should waste your money on the things you want. That's why when you need electricity and gas, Dodo's got a never-ending offer. A discount off our usage rates every time you pay on time. Yep, smart deals, so you can save your money for dumb stuff. There we go, this is what we came for, 200 cents. Oh, these treasure thongs are paying for themselves. Dodo, not as we look. Call 13-DODO.
Harvey Norman, amazing deals. Super savings store-wide, plus 16 months interest-free. No deposit, no interest with 60 equal monthly payments until November 2023. This is your call to action. Get in quick to score a knockout deal. Super hot prices, massive range, all the big brands, everything you want and need under one roof. Plus 16 months interest-free. Get in store or get online. We make it easy this Christmas. Amazing deals. Super savings, now at Harvey Norman. Be quick before they're gone.
At the Honda Feel Good sale, there's a great deal to feel good about. Like free 7-year warranty, roadside assist, Rego and CTP, plus more on a great range of Civics. So let's help you into a Honda today.
You've got that pen there now, sweetie. That's why I picked Woolies for Christmas.
Gavin Morris joins us now with the weather. And Gav, it's been a gusty, dusty day.
Yes, a little reminiscent of 2009. Not as severe, but certainly up there. This evening's weather shot is from space. The dust storm seen from our weather satellites. We did not have this weather satellite in space during 2009, but it gives us that incredible detail of the dust storm as it made its way across New South Wales. Rain. Beautiful rain. It'd be nice to have had a piece of this. 40 to 60 beautiful millimetres. But look at the cut-off line. You can literally see the Hunter Valley right there. As expected, we didn't get anything. None of that goodness, I'm afraid. Okay, so the rain band is gone. The dust storms are on the top of this. It's still going to be dusty. There's plenty of dust in the atmosphere. That'll be still moving through overnight. And tomorrow morning, it'll probably still be a little bit hazy. But then we're going to have cleaner, cooler air begin to move in as we move towards the weekend. This is an intense low. It is deep and it is powerful. And it is causing wild blizzard conditions across the alpine areas. And the very strong winds are going to continue overnight and throughout tomorrow. And they love to whistle down the valley. There's nothing there to slow them down. And that's why the valley is such a windy place to live. In the west, we've got a low that is not as intense, but it's causing storms for Perth. The heat is back on straight away for the Alice. Storms return to the north. Still warm for Brisbane. Sydney will be cleaner throughout tomorrow. And winter has returned to the southeast. In for a local look, first of all, the temperatures reached today. Underneath that red haze, we had temperatures reach the high 20s. It was dusty and there were a lot of particles in the atmosphere apart from moisture. Hardly anything, generally less than 15% humidity. It was a very dry, dangerous wind, and that's why the fires just exploded this afternoon and continue tonight. It's going to be a tough fight for our fireys because these winds will continue overnight and throughout tomorrow. There's no relief in sight. There's no rain, there's no moisture, there's no humidity. It is going to be a dry air mass that will continue right throughout the nighttime hours and into tomorrow, which will be windy yet again. Temperature-wise, slightly cooler than today, but not by much. A degree or two for most, but otherwise we're still going to get up there to the mid to high 20s throughout the valley, the mid 20s throughout the upper Hunter. So these strong winds continuing for another 24 hours at least. The swell, it's up, but it's being held down now by those very strong westerly winds. So the sea's choppy, 3 metres. Tomorrow morning, the high tides are at 9, dropping to the low in the afternoon at about 3:26. Sunrise at about 20 to 6 and back to bed at 20 to 8. Full moon coming up tomorrow night. It is going to be a comfortable, beautiful weekend. The winds will settle, the air will be cleaner, and it's going to be very, very comfortable indeed. Back into a long, dry run, I'm afraid, for the upper Hunter, with the heat returning during the middle of next week. Similar story for the Central Coast. Comfortable temperatures continuing as the winds settle over the weekend. For surfers, this morning was all time. It was beautiful as expected. This is before the winds got up, but it was busy out there. The water temperature is awesome in. There was a lovely 3 feet, solid 3 feet, and it was glassed off. It's going to be a nice number of days of surfing. Tomorrow the winds, the westerly, still strong, but as the low pulls out, we'll have plenty of swell over the weekend and the winds will want to back off. So it is a good, beautiful late November run for waves.
Thank you, Gav. Before we go, an update on the bushfire situation in the Hunter, and the blaze at Port Stephens remains at emergency level. It's being driven towards salt ash by strong wind. Residents are being warned it's too late to leave. Richardson Road, Medowie Road and Nelson Bay Road are closed. Meanwhile, the fire at Weston has been downgraded to watch and act. It continues to burn in a southeasterly direction. Thankfully, it has passed Kurri Kurri Hospital. People in the Pelham area are being advised to seek shelter if the fire impacts on properties. And that's our bulletin for this evening.
The Today Show will have the latest headlines from 5:30 a.m.
From all of us here.
Today.
Good night.